concerted efforts, the awareness and make our people understand and appreciate the benefits of having CFO. But, I don't think that until we're able to get the appropriate number of people to show interest, I can't say that we have succeeded. So, which means that we need to continue to create this awareness. It needs to be sustained, and then both at the federal and at the state levels, so that once we have people, showing interest, then we can say we're there. And then, secondly, now, look at our banking. Look at our banking sector, for instance. It is also not people friendly. Now, you tell some, if you have your CFO, if you come to government and government gives you a CFO, you can use it and raise capital. Now, the man has heard from others who have CFO and who are not able to raise capital from the banking in the sector. So that also has a way of killing his interest. Okay, so while awareness is being created, I also think that we need to look at our banking sector and make it a little bit more friendly, so that people who have the CFO, can easily raise capital for their businesses.
Okay, thank you very much, Ezimoye Ezekiel Amadi, the Commissioner for Lands and Survey in Rivers State. Thanks for joining us this morning.
You're welcome.
Okay, Dr. Lola Olayinka, let's come to you now. When you've heard what the Commissioner has said and what the Surveyor General of Lagos State has said, you begin to wonder, why are we not tapping into this fantastic opportunity to use the investment that we have made to be able to get some kind of return or even get fresh capital?
Oh, thanks so much, Kayode. You said the problem we have in Nigeria is not really appreciating what we have. I'd like to state here that some states, before you say the Commissioner said something about the surveyor. I'm a surveyor, so I would like to talk from that angle. After a surveyor had done the work, you bring the survey plan to the Office of Surveyor General. And the next stage is for the Surveyor General to actually look, chart, we call it charting, chart the survey plan and make sure it's within, not within the government acquisition. Of course, if a government issues or grants somebody or individual land, automatically they are issued CFO. So the problem has to do with freehold, that is individual access to land. And what happened is they need the database. And how many states in Nigeria actually have the map where they're going to chart? So that is usually the first challenge. Somebody would do, you have...
Are you implying by any chance that there are states in Nigeria that don't have the capacity to do this mapping or charting?
Mapping in Nigeria, the last time we have map, that is intensive mapping for the whole country, was in 1964.
Okay.
So, but after that, individual states like Rivers State, Lagos State as a 2008-9, also they had orthophoto, a few states in the north. But when you say you want map of Nigeria at the appropriate scale that you can use for the purpose of giving title to people, we do not have it in Nigeria.
Sorry, let me ask the Surveyor General. Then you've been on this program before as one of the members of the surveyors at the Nigeria Institute of Surveyors. Now, you will be talking to a number of other surveyors, including Surveyor General of different states. How bad is the situation in terms of being able to have the infrastructure for mapping the land in different parts of the country? How dire is this situation?
Many of the states in the Federation have been coming to Lagos State to ask how we have been able to acquire the GIS, the Spatial Information System that was established courtesy of our amiable governor, Governor Raji Fashola, SAN. When he came in, he made the made it, like I said earlier on, he made it a point of duty that tackling through establishment of a database that will be used for not only for survey, for in particular social, economic, political, infrastructural development of Lagos State. That has been the target of his administration, to make sure that this database is established in Lagos State, so that any other regime or administration that will come will have a base which they can start. So all these other states, like Oyo State was with us, Rivers State was in Lagos State, to how have we been doing this, and how have we been able to establish the GIS. So also Cross River State, they were here, and we were able to give it to them, or to tell them that it is the best way to acquire the geospatial data system that can be used. It transcends even the COO we are talking about. Without it, there is no infrastructural development. So with the mapping system well established, even the sky is the starting point. Okay. But in terms of the investment facilities, the first administration, when he came in, established a mortgage fund, and with your COO, you can access it. Okay. And not only that, if you will observe these days, he had started giving out homes. He has started the home ownership scheme in Lagos State.
Let me chip in this question quickly. Most people, from the explanation that you have both given, does that mean that we need to purchase land directly from the government and to be able to get the CFO? Because most people, as you know, do not go straight to the government. There are middlemen, like the Omoniles. And, most people that I know don't go to the government of the land to purchase land. Can that deprive you, or can that process be cumbersome when you do, to get your CFO, that is, when you do not approach the government directly? Because the truth is most people do not buy land.
In Lagos State now, processing of CFO is very, very easy. You can have it as...
But what do you make of, purchase, land purchase?
Land purchase, Lagos State we have all schemes, and the traditional landowners called Omoniles, quote unquote, have, some parcel of land that were being earmarked for them, maybe through acquisition or through the areas that are free from government acquisitions. So if you buy land from there, then you now come to Lagos State, to offices of engineer, like I said, with the survey plan. You apply for land information certificate. From the land information certificate, you now go to Lands Bureau to obtain your CFO. But in Lagos State now, we do through the regulations that have been enacted by the present administration. The process of deemed grant has started since the past 2 years. The present administration has started deemed grant. Deemed grant in the sense that all parcel of land within Lagos State has been vested in the governor. So we understood that
including the one that is on freehold by individuals.
The one in freehold, once you come, your documents will show if you have obtained the land before 1978. It was expected of you to have between 1978 till now. That's almost that's so many years ago. You are expected to have obtained your CFO. I think since all these years. If not, then it is now in process that you apply for deemed grant, like the government consent. It's like government consent, and it's very, very within 3 months. It's just 30 days consent. But I'm of the opinion, if your documents, no matter how your documents are, I mean, you get your government consent.
Okay, Dr. Olayinka, now when you look at the process, is it that people just have no awareness of it, or they're just not interested at all? Because anybody that is aware of all of what has been said now
will not